Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 9th, 2025, we're analyzing Microsoft MSFT stock, examining both the latest news and the charts for potential trading opportunities. Recent headlines highlight the impact of Trump's tariffs and their potential to trigger a recession, impacting the broader market and specifically affecting Microsoft's AI investments and customer base. Analysts are cautious, citing tariff headwinds and potential delays in AI advancements. Some are even revising price targets downward. Now, let's dive into the daily chart. We can see a significant downturn recently, likely reflecting the tariff concerns. The stock is currently trading around $354. We need to see if this level holds as support or if we're heading lower. The 52-week range, according to MarketWatch, is 344.79 to 468.35. So we're nearing the bottom of the 52-week range. Let's narrow in on the more recent price action on the daily chart to get a better sense of what's going on. We see a large red candle on April 08th showing strong selling pressure. The close from April 07th was 357.86 and open on April 08th was 368.255, so a gap up on the open, but a failure to keep it up. Now let's switch to the 1-hour chart for a more granular view. We can see a bit of a bounce forming, however it is still a downtrending chart. There might be some short-term support around 350 to 352, however the bounce has already recovered 4 to 6 points, but only time will tell. Keep in mind Powell said that inflation from Trump's larger-than-expected tariffs could be more persistent, and that will impact stock prices negatively. Zooming in on the 1-hour chart from the last couple days, we can see Microsoft testing the lows in the 350 range on April 08th and now attempting to bounce back to 357 to 358 levels and facing some resistance. A break above 358 could signal a short-term bullish reversal, but the broader trend remains bearish due to the tariffs and potential recession. Finally, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart for the most recent price action. It's pretty choppy, however seems to be consolidating around 360 levels. Zooming in on the 15-minute chart to more closely inspect this 360 area. Lots of bouncing above and below it, so it's not a clear signal. If it breaks higher, it could be more bullish in the short term, otherwise it could be an ideal shorting opportunity. To recap, important price levels to watch are the $350 support and $358 resistance. A break below $350 could lead to further downside, potentially testing the 52-week low around $344.80. On the upside, a sustained move above $358 might signal a short-term relief rally, but the longer-term outlook remains bearish. There are articles predicting revenue of $280 billion in 2025, but this may be overly optimistic due to the tariffs. I am about 50% confident that it will trend down in the coming week, but the chart is not showing very clear signals, so be careful. Keep an eye on the news regarding tariffs and potential policy changes, as these will heavily influence Microsoft's stock price.